Hello, I'm Nina Herman, realtor with the Easy Decision Group of Keller Williams Realty Select in Lakewood Ranch. And today I'm here with David Fernandez, who is an attorney. His firm is called the Florida Trial Counsel. It is located in Bradenton, but he services all of Bradenton and Sarasota, as well as pretty much anywhere on the West Coast. And we want to get the scoop of David and his business. So David, tell us a little bit about your background and why you decided to become an attorney.
Well, prior to becoming an attorney, I was in the military. I was in the Navy, served in the Navy 8 years. And one of the interesting things I did with the Navy was I was a bailiff. And while I was a bailiff, I got to see the courtroom, I got to see Navy lawyers, and got to become really good friends with the judge. Well, at the time that I was getting ready to get out of the Navy, I decided that I probably wanted to go to law school. I had aspirations at that time to go into NCIS or becoming a police officer. The judge told me that he didn't think I should do law school. Well, I wasn't listening very well, and the way I took it was that the judge said that I couldn't do it. So I remember, complaining about what the judge had said, and my wife said, you should stop complaining. Just do it. And I listened. I've been trained well. So I went. Took the LSAT. I got into law school. I went through law school, graduated, and then I called the judge back to tell him I made it. And it was actually a funny conversation because what the judge meant to say when he said it was that he didn't think I should go to law school with all the responsibilities that I had. He believed I could do it if anybody could do it, but he just wanted me to really think it through. But at the end of the day, I already got to law school, so I'm also be a lawyer then.
Awesome. It's amazing the things that we accomplish when we're out to prove somebody wrong.
Absolutely.
All right, so tell us a little bit about your firm and what you focus on.
Well, that fighting spirit has never left this firm, nor the people in it. We represent mostly consumers, and we represent them and fight for them against banks, insurance companies, and associations. That's why our website is actually fightforme.com. Fight4me.com. It's because that's what we like to do. We like to go into the courtroom. We love being in the courtroom, trying to get in front of a jury, trying to convince the judges. Really love every combative and adversarial aspect of what the practice of law is. And that doesn't mean we're not professional and or underhanded in any way. Just we really enjoy that aspect of law, and so that's what we do. We are trial lawyers who just happen to handle our own little focus areas. My focus area mostly is real estate, consumer litigation. We have other attorneys here at the office that'll do personal injury, other attorneys that will do family law. So those are the things that we all just try to focus on.
All right. So in some of the real estate litigation that you do, foreclosures is one of them.
Yes.
Tell me a couple of the others.
Well, we do foreclosures, both of bank foreclosures. We also do association foreclosures. One of the things I really enjoy is defense of homeowners who are fighting against their homeowner association or condominium association. Whether it's because they came on your property and did something they're not supposed to do, whether they're coming after you because they say you owe a bill that you don't owe, whether they're coming after you for a rule or regulation that you just don't see it the same way. We really enjoy that type of litigation. We also fight the foreclosure with the banks. A lot of times we're finding that the banks or the companies that are saying that they have the right to enforce the documents against the homeowner is not true. And this actually prevents the homeowner from being able to pay their mortgage and keep their home. So we like to fight them on that as well. And unfortunately, sometimes we find that the accounting is not correct. And that is very serious for the homeowner, has very significant ramifications in the future of the loan and the credit for the homeowner. So it's imperative that the homeowner, when that happens, do seek attorneys who are known for handling this type of area of law.
All right. And in cases with pre-foreclosure, you're able to negotiate a short sale if that's the best case.
Correct. I mean, even though we love to fight, fight is not always the answer. We've learned this from elementary school. A lot of times, negotiating, working out a short sale, a loan mod is the way to go. So what happens is if a homeowner knows they're going to foreclosure and wants to avoid that scenario, we can help the homeowner with the short sale. So a lot of times when that happens, we'll refer somebody like yourself to do the contract, or yourself will bring it to our office once the contract's already been entered into. And then our title company will handle the closing aspect while we handle the negotiation of the short sale directly with the banks. And we try to get the best we can for the client. Well, most of the times that's a reduction in the amount owed, no deficiency, that way the banks can come after the individual afterwards. Perhaps some kind of funds to help the homeowner move, and just try to make it a win-win situation for all the parties involved.
That's great. And he also has a title company here on hand, so you're able to do so much right here in-house. And
yeah, we have FTA Title Services, which is our title division, and they handle all sorts of real estate transactions. They're the non-fighting aspect of our firm, and what they do is they help the transaction go as smoothly as possible, as quickly as possible. Because we all know when we get into that contract, a lot of things happen. They happen very quickly, and you want to get your home sold, or you want to buy the home, you want to move in. So that's why we handle all the stuff in the background to help that process happen as quickly as we can.
All right. So from a buyer's standpoint, when they're buying a house, you've mentioned some of the hiccups, I guess, in a contract. What's something in regards to an inspection that you would recommend that the buyer be aware of?
Well, one of the most important things for buyers when they have the inspection is to give themselves enough time for the inspection to occur, for a proper inspection to occur, and to be able to review what the inspection report is. You want to have enough time to be able to review that and make a determination whether this home is right for you, and be able to get out of the contract without any losses if it's not. So we caution homeowners who are going to buy a home to make sure they give themselves enough of that time. Also, if they find something in the inspection they're just not comfortable with, ask. Ask why that's there. Do the investigation, because a lot of times they'll find out that there's a bigger problem. Now, it can be resolved, but it may also be resolved to their benefit in reductions and things of that nature. So sometimes that can be uncomfortable, and that's why we're there. We can come in and ask on behalf of the homeowner, and like I said, maybe save them a few bucks here or there.
All right, great. And there's some other things you do. So if somebody's wanting to apply for a mortgage and unable to obtain one because of credit or something, you can assist them in that manner as well.
Yes, we negotiate with creditors quite a bit here, specifically with issues on the credit report that may not be accurate. We'll take the steps necessary to try to clean up the credit. Again, if there are things with the creditor that have to be resolved prior to qualifying for a loan, we can negotiate with that creditor. We understand the creditor's position because we've been there before in our experience. But because of that, we know what gets them to negotiate for less than what they're seeking. And so we hope that experience helps the homeowners in trying to get what they are looking for so they can qualify for the loan.
All right. And do you have a tip for a seller in regards to protecting themselves and their home?
Well, one of the most important things for a seller is to choose the right real estate agent.
I didn't tell him to say that.
But homeowners, when you are selling your home, make sure you know your home. You have to make disclosures on your home. You want to make sure you're making the proper disclosures. If something happens and after the sale, something occurs on the property, you don't want to have a lawsuit filed against you for something that the new homeowner now claims you knew in the past. So know your home, make the proper disclosures. If you have any questions, ask the agent or ask the attorney, and we certainly can help with that matter.
All right, perfect. So they do like to fight, no doubt about it, as we've learned, but they also are fair, and they want to make sure that the consumer is protected, whether it be the buyer or seller. They handle everything here in-house with the title company and his knowledge of being able to service the consumer and to do it in the right way for the right reasons. So David is extraordinary. Thank you for sharing all of your wealth of information with us. And seek David for anything that we just discussed, whether you're foreclosure, you're buying a home, you're selling a home, you want to be represented by somebody who cares as much as David does.
Thank you.